there. We're going to talk a little bit about cold smoking here and the smokehouse. So this is our smokehouse, and it's a cold smoking smokehouse. So we don't actually cook anything in it. We put meat there and run the smoke by the meat. So it's meat that's already been cured with salt. So we got salamis in there now that we cured 2 to 3% salt per pound, and then the other seasonings, and we put it in a collagen casing, and then hung it in here and smoked it for probably maybe 20 hours total, on and off for a few days. So the smoking is basically cures like the outside so that the bacteria doesn't get on the outside, and helps the curing process basically, and seals the pores on the outside so you have a better product. And I tested this, not with this batch, but the other batch I did, I had one that I didn't smoke, and then the 3 that I did smoke. And the one I didn't smoke was much browner on the outside, and the other 3 that I did smoke are very vibrant red. So the smoking is, I think, a big deal, curing and preserving it correctly. And I mean, a couple hundred years ago, actually maybe 100 years ago, all communities had smokehouses, because that's, especially in the northern regions, because that's how you keep your meat good through the winter. So if anyone's concerned about prepping, if we were ever out of power, having a cold smoker and using that combined with curing your meats with salt would get you a product that would last through the winter in your basement. So we'll talk a little about the firebox here. I bought this one pretty cheap online, like or got it on Craigslist for like $150. It's solid. It can get a lot of wood in it. I would definitely recommend a large firebox. Then you don't have to stoke it as much, and also, so you can use any hardwood works. I use a lot of ash because that's what we have, but wood that's greener is better. Greener means there's more moisture in it, so it's fresher cut, or it's been outside in the water or the weather, so it's wet. Like that's cherry wood there. There's a lot of moisture in that. It's better because it'll smoke and burn longer. Obviously, in your house, if you're burning wood, you want dry wood because it burns hot and efficiently. So we can load this up, get it going, and then another thing important about cold smoking is you want the smoke to travel a decent ways so that it can cool off before it gets to your smokehouse, and so it's not actually heating the smokehouse up. So I bought this stainless steel pipe that's pretty stiff also, which is nice. It won't blow off. And then it goes down like this and up and under the smokehouse. That's why I lifted it. Yeah, that's why I lifted this off the ground, so we could get up under it. And this works great. We've been smoking the salamis in here, and it doesn't get above 75 degrees, so it's perfect. You don't want it hot. You just want it to run by it. So I left holes for it to vent up here for the smoke to come out. Over here I didn't. I made it pretty tight, and if I did it again, I'd probably let a little more smoke come out. There's definitely enough smoke in there when this thing's going. So in hindsight, I probably would have done this little overhang on the sides as well to let the smoke come out there. So it works, but I think I could be letting more of the smoke out, and it's still okay. The idea is it passing by the meat, not smothering it. So
yeah, let's go inside.
There's the salamis. They look good. So it smells delicious. So these are the salamis. They've been hanging here. They're actually getting quite a bit tighter. It's February 18th today, I believe. These have been in here for right about a week now. Actually, yeah, exactly a week, because we had them for the class. These are real nice, handy hooks. I used big fishing hooks for a while because I was cheap, but then these are much more convenient.
Where'd you get those?
Somewhere online, I can't remember.
Are they for smokehouses?
Yeah, yep, for smoking meat. So if this all works out well, I would definitely fill this thing up and do quite a bit each year. I think it is working out well. They're getting stiffer. I got another batch in my dad's basement that we did 5 weeks ago, and that is much. They're really stiffening up good. I think we got about 2 or 3 weeks, and then we can try it out. This is the
Oh,
casing
yeah, they're really a lot more firm.
than a couple days ago. This is collagen casing they're made out of. So they come pre-tied, which was nice. Or actually, this was the pre-tied part,
That you can hang it from.
which is nice because they tie it real good and it'll actually hold the weight. This is my knot down here, which it's enough to hold the meat in, but I wouldn't want to hang it by it. It's a little tricky getting these tight because you're stuffing them tight is kind of hard, and then you tie it off.
Yeah, you tore at least one of them, right?
Yeah, the first one I was trying to shove too much, but when you you fill it, you stuff it, you tie it, and then you poke a bunch of holes all around it so that it like letting the air out, and then it'll get tighter to it. You put a bunch of holes in it. There's the smoke down there, or where the smoke comes through. This cage here was for putting a hide on and smoking the hide, because the same thing when you smoke a hide, it will also preserve the outside, make it so it won't rot. We'll have a more quality product. Yeah, so it's pretty basic. I made it pretty large, and you definitely don't have to make one this big. I like it because I think I'm going to be doing more of it. But I mean, you could make one a quarter this size. The big smokehouse, nice. I think it's definitely key having some decent travel from the smokehouse. Otherwise, the building will heat up too much. You'll start cooking it, and you'll kind of stop the natural salt curing process. So with the ingredients in these is, like I said, anywhere from 2 to 3% salt per pound. That's kind of a standard you can stick with. And then the rest of the seasonings you go by weight. There's a lot of different things, many different ways you can season your sausage or salami. These ones I made spicier, so there's a little more cayenne pepper in them. The ones at my dad's are less spicy. They all have garlic, pepper, cayenne, and chili, and paprika. So that's all ingredients I put in it. And yeah, if you guys want to see how we actually make the ingredients and stuff them, we could make a video about that as well. And I've been looking into this process for a long time. It's a little bit hard to grasp your mind around how to cure things the old way without refrigeration and freezers, because our culture doesn't teach that stuff much, and it just took a while for me to grasp what's actually going on. But it's not too complicated. The basics are salt and smoke and time. Probably one of the hardest things is just adapting to the fact that you make these products and don't get to touch them for 2 months. So we're in a high-paced culture that is used to getting things quickly, and that's why a lot of the curing is with nitrates and other things that cure things a lot faster, because people want things done quicker. But this way, I mean, if you're patient, you could get 100 pounds of salamis going every month, and then you got a flow going, and then you're getting to consume them every month once you get there. So just thinking different about stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to try these. We'll do a quick video and slicing into them, see how they are also. So this is all pork salami. You could do this with beef also. So we killed a pig, 2 of them, and ground up a bunch to make salamis. These hold about 7 pounds per casing, approximately. So we got 21 pounds, probably like 25 pounds here. And another thing I've heard a lot of people say is you're looking for around a 40% weight loss. I believe that's right. But there's ways you can do it with weight loss also, because these are losing weight. Okay. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching, and let us know what else you want to see.